I see so many people making the same mistakes over and over again when clutching, losing countless rounds that they could be instead winning if they had just used the 3 tips that I'm about to talk in this video. My name is Happy, I am an Immoral 2 player, founder of entryschool.com, and I've reviewed so many VODs, so I know exactly what people are struggling with when it comes to clutching. The way I'm gonna teach you all of this is I'm gonna talk about the theory, and then I'm gonna give you some examples, and hopefully you can implement them in your own game. And don't forget to watch until the end of the video to see a secret strategy to win your clutches without doing anything. Okay, so number 1 rule when you're clutching, when you're down numbers, you have to isolate your fights. You have to isolate your 1v1s. I'm gonna play the clip. Let's watch it. Wait. Nice. Anyways, so let me break all of this down. There also are some bonus comments that I want to drop. So as you can see, I can hear that the glove is coming from canteen, so I instantly wall her off, and essentially for the duration of this Phoenix wall, I'm only fighting the chamber. Now, I do know chamber has an operator, so I don't go swinging. As you can see, I bait out the shot first, try to do something about it. Doesn't work out. Okay, I back off a little bit. Now it's incredible that Phoenix wall is still holding for this long. I continue to only fight chamber. I flash, I get the kill. I make sure that glove is not pushing, because while as I kill the chamber, I'm still in the 2v1 because I don't know where the glove is. Now I do know where she is. She's on site. And the reason I instantly peek here is because I know where the spike is planted. So most likely she's gonna tap and either try to stick or tap and go for a shoot. So I have this split tap and go for a shoot. What the so I had this split second to peek and get some free damage off. She didn't tap, instead she threw a bubble, so it's like similar, but okay. And then after that, you know, just walk out. You can do a lot of things. You can go into smoke, you can go around. Yeah, here's the tip number 2 on how to use space. How to use space to help you in clutching. So here I'm rotating and I still have a guy in C side still fighting, which means that by the time I get to A, they're still gonna be in C. That's, you know, so I plant a spike and I know that they're still pretty far. Drop a random smoke for some reason. And I can hear both of them coming. Oh, by the way, sorry for the noise. It's one of those pre-production microphones where you only have it for clipping and stuff. But yeah, let's just watch the clip. So I use the space and I get this quick double tap. Sova didn't even think it was possible for me to be holding this angle. And then we have this jet, which was kind of aware. Props to him. But he's only looking here because he has an operator and he couldn't really push into sight with an operator either way. So that's an example of how to use space and positioning to help you clutch more games. Before we move on to another tip, I want to quickly show you one more example of how to isolate fights if you don't have utility such as Phoenix Wall. So we pick up the skill and now we're in a 1v3 situation. And seemingly, I could just take the spike and go for a plant, but then I let them regroup, I let them know exactly where I'm at, but I don't have to do that because of the time. I have 1 minute and 20 seconds. I don't want to give them a 1v3. So instead, I look for a different fight. I run off to another side of the map, and I find this solo lone wolf cipher, which I pick off. It's a 1v1, we overheal. And again, we go look for another 1v1 because I still don't want to plant and give them an advantage. So I try to very diligently clean every single spot. I look for a 1v1 specifically, right? And bam, we spot Jet, we pick him off, and now it's a 1v1. We can finally plant as open as possible. And now I have the advantage. And luckily, my crosshairs on his head. Cool. Let's move on to another tip. I just wanted to show you another example of how to isolate fights when you don't have things like Phoenix wall or whatever. Now I want to share one of my favorite ways on how to win rounds without putting much effort. I'm gonna play the clip. You can see for yourself. There's 40 seconds. I've just planted the spike. But I have every single utility in the world. Now, is that not a beautiful way to demonstrate on how you can actually clutch up without shooting? All I had to do was just use my utilities at the right time. I could have even delayed it a little bit more, went for the stun first, ultimate when he jumps down. It doesn't really matter. The main goal is to use your utility to delay. Now let's go to the final clip. And now finally, the moment you've been waiting for, how to win rounds without doing anything. Without shooting, without throwing anything, without doing any lineups. Watch.
You have ulti? Oh my god.
26 seconds were on the clock. I am 1 HP. The stakes have never been higher.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
No time. No!
And the round ends. And the round ends with Chamber helplessly looking for me all around the site. Where could he be? He does not get the plant. Too late. 26 seconds. Went down the train. He could not do anything. And just to prove that this really works, I'm gonna show you one more clip similar with Neon. Again, B site on bind. The spike is planted. It's a 1v1. I'm in the clutch scenario. I'm lower than half HP, so I'm 2 shots. Cypher could have dropped down, so I'm looking here. Did he drop down? Don't want to engage in a full-on commit 1v1. He makes the step again. Sorry for the noise again. I'm breathing into my microphone right there. So he just keeps shooting. He just keeps shooting. So I know he's not sticking. And all I had to do was just survive. All I had to do was just survive. So if you enjoyed this video, smash like. You can also go check out the website entryschool.com, which is a perfect website if you're a beginner specifically wanting to learn new strategies for every single position, every single map, at any single given moment in time. Thank you for watching.